Dawkins agreed to come and then there was a no-show, or did you like challenge him to come and there was a no-show?
Nah, he didn't agree to come. I just made the room, and I messaged him and invited him and sent him the link, and he didn't show up. But if he listens to this recording later, which he should, I'll be making one of these once every day. So there'll be a Darth Dawkins on the Trinity round 2 tomorrow.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Those types of discussions here, if he's interested. Otherwise, if anybody knows Darth, I don't think he has too many friends here, but if anybody does and wants to tell him, I did send him a message inviting him to try to come into the room. Last I checked, he had not responded. Yeah, he did not respond to my message. So let's see if he shows up. I'm going to wait, maybe give it to about 3:10 Eastern time, see if he shows up. If he doesn't, then I'll either just close the room or invite a couple people up for a general discussion on related topics if they want. But other than that, let's see if Mr. Darth Dawkins shows up. And Darth Dawkins, if you don't show up and you listen to this replay later, I want to make something very clear to you, sir, that I've seen a lot of your interactions. As far as I know anyway, I've never spoken to Darth Dawkins. So I don't know if he knows who I am or if he's familiar with my content as Pedro was in debating people like James White and Chris Tate and others. But regardless, I would like to speak to Darth and in one of these rooms, and we can hopefully have a respectful discussion and dialogue. I won't mute him and throw him to the audience unless he starts acting belligerent. That's not really my style. But I do want to talk to you, Darth, and if you hear this later, because you have a tendency to go into rooms or to go on various platforms in which you have, in which you're controlling moderation and these type of things, and you try to bully other people, and you have a certain line of questioning that you want to go down and sort of interrogating people and all this kind of stuff. And that's fine and dandy. That's your style. But I think that you're a bit of a bully. You try to engage in these type of bully tactics, and I don't like it. I think it's in poor taste. So I would like to speak to you. I don't want to bully you, but I do want to ask you some questions about your position regarding the Trinity, because you make some very interesting arguments. You talk about the necessity of the Trinity. You talk about many things related to the Trinity, but I actually just saw a recent video on Tom Rabbit's channel. Let me see if I could actually pin it here so people can know what I'm talking about, in which Mr. Darth Dawkins was questioned by a fellow by the name of Big. Now, it's my understanding that Big is a Muslim, but I could be wrong about that. It seemed that way in the video. I don't know if that's correct, because I don't think I know this Big character. But it seemed like Darth had a bit of a difficult time and was struggling to engage and answer some of the questions that were being raised by Big. And I'm just wondering why Darth continues to run this argument about the necessity of the Trinity, and it seems like he at the same time has a very difficult time of defending the very notion of the Trinity itself. And that's something that actually may play out in my debate with Matt Slick coming up here at the end of the month in, I don't know, about 3 weeks or so. So people may be interested in that. We're going to be having a debate on, is the Trinity necessary to explain reality? And so a lot of the pre-sup argumentation I'll be expecting from Matt Slick there, which Darth engages in quite a bit as well, as the audience or many people do know. So atheists and other Christians will be interested in that, because I don't think Matt is going to be able to defend his position, just as I don't think that Darth can defend his position. And in the case of Darth, I don't just mean about the argument, the tag argument, and why it supposedly proves the existence of the Trinitarian or the Christian concept of God. But even besides that, the very notion of the Trinity itself, I don't think Darth can defend in a coherent fashion.